This is the dollar-yen on the 15-minute time frame, and I'm involved in a small low and tight flag. It's not the biggest one. I've only got a reward to risk of around 1 to 1.5, but the rules have been met. We've held the structure level, so I'm going to run through why I've taken this trade. To do that, we're going to take a look at the dailies. So if you look here on the dailies, we're not really anywhere. I'm going to put a structure level in just here, down a little bit, which is the closes of these candles, and we've just tapped that area, and all we're doing really is just moving sideways, and this is happening at no, we've actually surpassed that, so not a great deal here other than the fact that we're just kind of hanging around this area on the dailies, going to the 240. So on the 240 we had to move lower, pull back, move lower, pull back, move lower. As you can see, we held structure, and right now we are making our way higher. As yet we have not retested the highs, so I'm expecting price to go a little higher just based on the way that it's moving and how close we are to structure. Here on the 60 we had to move higher, then a pullback, and before I draw out the rest, you can see we've got a very bullish candle, indication that on the lower time frame this could be a flagpole and sideways movement. So let's drop down to the 15 and take a look. And here it is. So directional pole, and then we want to draw out for high and low and tight flags. We want a straight trend line, just like that. We're going to duplicate it and move it down. That didn't work. Let's try that again. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the 4 tests. I'm going to bring back over the orders, and I'm going to throw on the targets. I'm going to be looking for that 127 fib. So the ATR here is 3.5, but this is the lowest point just here, sorry, and I'm 6 pips underneath that. I'm 6 pips underneath it because we are at that 109 psychological number. I actually only need to be, yeah, no, I'll keep it at 6. I get myself underneath that psychological number, but if we zoom out, look at what we've just done here with this high and tight flag. We've just violated this level of structure, and also the structure looking left, this wick just here, these wicks even, and you can see that we've been down to test previous structure. So we've got a lovely flag that's violated structure. We've come back down to retest previous structure, and we've got a nice place for stops behind that psychological number. Just to give me a slightly better reward to risk here, I'm actually playing for dead on the 127 fib. And as you can see, looking left at structure, you can see we've actually closed just beyond it previously. So that means that there is risk here of 10 for a reward of 16. So just over a 1 to a 1.5 on this trade. And we're back for the update. And this trade lost. What a shame. As you can see, I had my stop 5 pips below that psychological number. You could have even looked at this on the 5-minute. I'm just going to drop down to the 5 now and take a quick look. And we even had a retest here just before the breakout, which was this little area here. It doesn't look like a retest now because it lost, but as you can see, little retest just before we could have seen the breakout, happened within the wicks, but it was not meant to be in this instance, so that one lost for 10 pips.